Hi, I'm Nora, and this is my practice for my informative speech. Now, how many of you are freshmen? Raise your hand. How many of you are college athletes? Raise your hand. Are any of you homesick right now? Raise your hand. And do you find it hard to balance all of that? Raise your hand. It's something that everybody goes through, and as a college athlete myself, being homesick and trying to balance the craziness of my academics and my sports schedule and the social life that I have, it's very hard, but through purposefully balancing it and learning how to make adjustments is the way that you will survive college. Now, as a freshman athlete, getting used to the new pecking order can be challenging because you could come into this new team as a high school superstar thinking that everything was going to be served to you on a silver platter and you were just going to come in and crush the competition, when in reality you're back at the bottom of the ladder trying to build up and get back to where you were at the top of the chain. And adapting to a new schedule can be difficult as well because practices are tighter and competitions are more frequent, and you're trying to balance that with school, and it's a little more overwhelming, you could say. But the focus is that you are here to compete for the university. That is your job, but they also expect you to compete in the classroom. Athletics are important, but you have to remember that academics are what's going to get you a job after school. It's what's more important in this situation. Making sure that you're going to class and you're doing your homework is really important, especially during travel meets, because you could fall behind and that could cause your grades to have some issues. But with all of the studies that have shown that graduation rates have decreased over time is a big issue and should concern athletes. But lucky for us as freshmen, we have mandatory tutors and mandatory study hours that have helped us motivate us to get us to do our work and to stay in class and to do well on our tests and whatever. But even with a busy practice schedule, it's still important to have a social life. Now, when I say that as a college athlete, I don't have much of one because of how much practice has taken up time and making sure that I'm up with my academics. But for example, some athletes compared to regular college students, the break difference is enormous because college students will have a month off for Christmas while our college athletes have 5 days. It's ridiculous, but it's understandable. And you also have to make sure that you focus on the health side of an athlete. Physically, with the new practice schedules and the lifting, it can be physically demanding, causing constant soreness and tightness and potential injuries. But you also have the emotional side of it, which can be stress and anxiety and sleeping issues and all of that. But you have to remember that you have people here at school and at the hospital and on your team that you can talk to, and they can help you get through it. It's a mental block, a mental obstacle you have to learn how to get over in order to perform well. Now, the most important thing is learning how to adjust. Not wanting to leave your family or what is normal to you is understandable. Homesickness is something that everybody deals with, whether they want to admit it or not. They will tell you that they're fine, but they actually aren't. Swim Swam said that going away to school is one of your first real tests in life. Instead of hiding in your dorm, go out and take advantage of the opportunity. Make friends, make experiences. And don't forget that you still have friends back at home that want to see you. Balancing the craziness of college and athletics is possible. There just has to be a plan and limiting procrastination. As an athlete, life can be overwhelming and stressful. trying to keep up with the schoolwork and the training, there not being a lot of extra free time, it can be very easy to stress yourself out and lose focus. But the solution to this potential issue is the efficiency of balancing your life and all of the importance and making sure you have your priorities in order. That is the life of a college athlete, and I hope you enjoyed.